This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the home of golf, Scotland, the old course at St. Andrews. Frank, what are some of the distinctive features to this wonderful old course?
I think when you just sort of look at the bullet points, people are going to look at the shared greens and how huge they are and the pot bunkers, but it has the most famous par 4 in the world. That's the road hole. And of course it has the most famous bunker, which is the road hole bunker. You couldn't build it today, hit across the corner of a hotel and hit it to a green that's got a road behind it, but it works. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. The hole belongs to Jordan Spieth.
A great start.
Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
They actually have a few courses at the home of golf, St. Andrews, and one is called the New Course. That's 100 years old, the New Course. So imagine how old the old course is if the new one is a century old.
Oh, I like that.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Safely on deck.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Can win the hole on this putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. And he makes it for par. And getting ready for the putt. Good putt. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green.
Really, this is an awkward length. Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. This would give Spieth the hole. He wins the hole. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This to win the hole for Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth takes the hole. Good roll, solid. That's a par. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. This one's tracking. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Now at the sixth, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
This is the second shot at the par 4. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Well, thank you at last. A birdie. That was a long time coming, Frank.
Yeah, finally he strung some shots together. Now, if all of a sudden he can do the same on the next hole, he might just get a run going.
Has it. That's birdie. Back here at the Open Championship on the 7th hole here at the old course.
Yeah, blind tee shot. This is one hole that really does advantage the long hitter. They can get it very close to this green, but this green has got some amazing undulations in it. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Has 80 yards left. Getting set now over the putt. Just misses.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
He can win the hole on this putt. And that gives him the hole. And at last he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Well, that wasn't a gimme, but they sure made it look easy.
Needs this for par.
In for par. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
Good contact, good result.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker.
About 80 yards left, Frank. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
This is a good-looking shot.
And that's where the men separate themselves from the boys. That was just a beautiful bunker shot.
That's skill right there. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This would give Spieth the hole.
He wins the hole. Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
Fine.
Frank, you tip your Hogan visor to this player because early on it appeared as though this one was headed way off the tracks.
Well, it was. And to stop the round and turn it back and now look like he's playing even better than ever, it took some doing. Computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
Safely on deck.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole.
Give the hole to Jordan Spieth. Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
He's just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. We are about 170 yards from the hole.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. this to win the hole for Jordan Spieth. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Kind of a tricky read. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Well, you don't always get the result you deserve.
Has this now for bogey. He's made it. If he makes it, he wins the hole. And that gives him the hole. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Rich, one of the problems with the 12th hole is the severity of these ridges on the green. If you've got a pitch shot or a short shot coming in here, not only do you have to get the distance right, but you've got to get the right spin on the ball, whether it kicks forward or you want it to stop.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. They'll take it. That's a par. He can win the hole on this putt. Jordan Spieth claims that one. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.